throw it.
Life at the Routier Ranch may best be described as organized chaos.
Hooray! Okay, do it together. Can I get on now? 1 minute. Okay.
It's a circus, but we have so much help.
Jessica Routier and her husband Riley raise 5 children on their remote ranch in far northwest South Dakota.
We're pretty isolated. It's 70 miles to the nearest Walmart.
And those vast horizons may look empty to us, but to the Routiers, they've always been full of possibility.
It's the greatest place in the world, in my opinion, to raise kids. I wouldn't want it any other way. Everybody in the whole county is family, and they take care of things when you're not there to take care of them yourself, and it's just a really great place to live.
And there's a lot to take care of. There's Braden, who's as good with the finances as he is with a football.
I remember one year we were buying Christmas lights. He was adding up the boxes as we put them in the cart at Hobby Lobby and telling us we couldn't spend that much money on Christmas lights.
Peyton, a scrappy competitor like her mom, no matter the sport, as well as a blossoming trick rider. And then there are the 3 littles, as Jessica puts it, who are, well, like most toddlers.
We needed to think of the perfect costume to wear.
My favorite costume is Queen Asa.
There's twins Raina and Rose, and the youngest, but not to be left out, Charlie. And with a fan base like that, why leave them at home? The kids are often along for the ride as Jessica navigates life on the rodeo road.
They got to swim in the oceans on both sides of the country all in one year, and they got to go to Disney World. And even if we can find a playground to go play at a park in between rodeos, that's so exciting to them.
And appreciating those simple moments is important for maintaining perspective while balancing family
Thank you.
and the demands of a rodeo career.
Some people are scheduling around the fraternities. I try to schedule around my kids. In my opinion, there's hundreds of rodeos to go to, so if you don't get to go to one, it's probably not going to be the end of your season.
Growing up in Wisconsin, Jessica came from a rodeo family. After earning a rodeo scholarship to National American University in Rapid City, South Dakota, Jessica won the 2003 Collegiate National Barrel Racing Championship.
And that's where I met Riley, and so that's how I ended up staying in South Dakota.
After college, Jessica and Riley moved back to the ranch that's been in Riley's family for 4 generations. They started a family as Jessica continued to pursue her rodeo career.
Because of just life and having kids and everything, we stayed pretty much in the circuit most of the time.
But Jessica didn't just compete in the circuit, she dominated it, qualifying for 11 circuit finals and 4 Dodge National Circuit finals aboard her special sorrel mare Smoothie. But while she and Smoothie were enjoying success, Jessica's family grew larger. It seemed that thoughts of taking her career to the next level were becoming more distant, until she met a former Nebraska railroad engineer named Gary Westergren, a horse breeder with a big vision.
The day that I met Gary, he said to me, "I want to see one of my horses run at the NFR." Yeah. And I thought, this guy has no idea how hard that is to accomplish.
But that was before Jessica met Missy, one of Gary's home-raised prospects. And as it turns out, the two were meant for each other. There's not a lot that's typical about Jessica Routier, and there's nothing typical about her horse Missy either.
Someone said to me, they came here once and they said, "Is that your good horse?" I expected her to be in a bubble-wrapped stall, and I said, no, she'd probably go crazy and hurt herself if she was locked in a stall.
In fact, Missy is the farthest thing from a bubble-wrapped barrel horse. She's as much at home working cattle as she is running barrels at the biggest rodeos. At home, you'll find her turned out with the other ranch horses in the lot, far from pampered.
It fits in good with our program because I don't have a lot of extra time to pamper her if that's what she did need.
And it's a match made in rodeo heaven. In fact, Missy and Jessica have come to be known as Team Missica. And after the team finished second at the 2018 Ram National Circuit Finals Rodeo in Florida, those around her began to see the possibilities even before Jessica did. What was the conversation like for both of you when, Missy, she's a horse that you trained, you've had her since she was 2 years old, and you could see that she really had what it took to go to this level. What was the conversation like of, should we go for it, should we not, what do we do?
It wasn't a real nice one at first.
A lot of back and forth, honestly. But,
I was the one that didn't want to go, and he kept pushing me, and I had friends that kept pushing me and basically just told me, if you don't enter and go, we're going to enter and take you.
I kind of looked at it from the wrong end sometimes because I was, so excited for her to go and knew what she had, but then you find out, and afterwards when she's gone all the time, then they have to start figuring everything out after that, which we made it work.
And Team Missica made it work as well, taking home Reserve World Champion honors last year at their very first Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. And this year, the team is back for more, proving last year was no fluke, and showing us that sometimes in the midst of chaos,
You okay?
Yeah.
you just have to go with the flow.
You can't force it if it's not there, and you can't hold it back if it is there. I think you just have to kind of go with it.
We can't find our kitties.
In Buffalo, South Dakota, I'm Kelly Kissick for Rodeo Vegas.